Just as expected, we are exactly where we said we would be by the 12th of December. A massive break is coming one way or another, guys. It's either up or it's either down. And according to this theory, brothers, boy, we're headed up for the 5th wave. I am so excited. I gave my cow the night off. Sorry, buddy, I'm gonna be getting milk from somewhere else. Wow, guys, thank you so much, brothers. Brothers, thank you guys so much for joining me here on this December 12th, Thursday, 2019. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Make sure you fill up with some of that juice. Guys, in this video, we are at a critical level. This most likely will be the last video that I make in this triangle. Wow, look how beautiful it has happened. Everything is coming together like a Picasso painting, like a young high school couple in love, and like both ends of a sandwich before I eat it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. We have so much interesting stuff to cover. Before we really jump into all the TA and all of these crazy happenstances happening in the crypto space, because boy, do we have a lot to cover. I just want to say we are as well still doing the giveaway for the treasure. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment below. And as well, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, ding the bell. Maybe tell me what you're getting for Christmas. Did you guys ask for anything for Christmas? This year has just been so messy that an extra few pairs of underwear sure would be nice, guys. All right, so let's just jump into the charts here. So I want to start off with Bitcoin TA, and then we can really take a full dive into this prediction by, if you guys aren't familiar, Ross Ulbricht. Wow, rest in peace, brother. He's not dead, but he is in jail, wrongfully accused, wrongfully sentenced for years now. He deserves the right to breathe the same air that we do, guys. But he has an amazing prediction. He was actually behind the Silk Road, which, guys, was one of the first places where Bitcoin got any exposure at all. So for all you crypto nuts out there, all you people really just loving the crypto, we owe a lot to this guy. Wow, let's see what he has to say about the price. But first, we need to talk about the Bitcoin charts, because I think I just solved the Rubik's Cube, guys. Let's jump into these charts. So if we take a look on the daily first, we're going to actually go through the weekly as well as some smaller time frames. I want to take a look at this triangle that is still, in fact, looking very triangle-ish. Look at this. It's absolutely, guys, man, you know, I know these patterns are true. They're tried, true, and tested, but at this point, this is crazy, guys. Look at this. We have, I need to zoom in and show you this. We have these candles so far all closing above this key structure line right here. And we have 3 candles in a row, 3 wicks from those 3 candles in a row, all dipping down to this bottom trend line that we have in the middle of this channel. So I'll just show you here real quick so you know what I'm talking about. We have this as the top of the middle channel, and this is the bottom of the middle. If I zoom out, you guys can see, obviously this is like the middle that I've had on here for weeks now. But yeah, so the bottom right here is where we've touched. So this has actually played out insanely well. I mean, this Bitcoin has literally been trading to these charts. It's almost as if these charts that I have on my screen that I've created, handcrafted with my team from scratch, it's almost as if Bitcoin is literally watching my videos and saying, Tyler, you are so check it out. So anyway, we have that, which again, I just have to illustrate how beautiful this is. Okay, 1, 2, 3 touches there. And then we have literally 1, 2, 3. These candles so far have not closed below this key market structure trend line. Guys, however, we have to keep something in mind, and it's what I've been saying for the past few videos. If it were to break through this, even come down to this line at some point, we have to watch for daily closes and weekly closes, because just because it might break out of that does not necessarily mean anything. It depends where the candles close. So far, it's just been textbook perfect, but it might not necessarily always be. So I do want to draw your attention to this as well. And guys, make sure to stay tuned later in the video, because we're going to be talking about some waves that some of you guys may not have heard about, and I found them very interesting, and it has a crazy price prediction for Bitcoin. So I'm really excited to talk about that. Again, that is about Ross Ulbricht. I talked about him earlier. Absolute madman, truly worth a watch. So look at this, guys. Bouncing here, we found resistance at the top of that middle trend line. So the top of the middle trend line. Found resistance right at the bottom of this bottom middle trend line. Okay, really just fluctuating perfectly. Here we are coming back to touch this line. This is actually playing out crazily. And there's going to be a breakout. Okay, guys. The fact that we have this touch here first, in my opinion, leads me to believe that it is likely that we could have a nice breakup, considering we're at the end of this triangle. Considering if this were flip-flopped, if you flip-flopped this, and instead of going down from down to up to down to up to down, instead it was up to down to up to down to up, meaning we would end up right here, testing resistance. I can imagine a huge fall coming out of that, but now we're testing here. And if we get a bounce out of here, guys, this is key. You got to watch this on the hourly charts, on the daily, because this could happen any moment. Again, we do really need some significant volume. We don't have that yet, but it is likely that we're going to see a huge breakout of this sometime soon. Now, we're going to have two scenarios real quick before we really jump into the meat, tomatoes, and apple pie of this video. If it goes down, I really think there are some very key levels. I don't necessarily think it could go very far, and if it does, I do think if it does go far, I would expect a very, very long wick. And what do I mean by that? A very quick retracement back up. I don't think we would just continue plummeting to like 2K. Don't even think it's possible. But guys, in this world of crypto, literally anything is possible. So always keep your mind open. But what I think is more likely, and what I'm hoping for, clearly, and many of you guys out there too, because again, we like to get freaking hype on this channel. Woo! Wow, thank you guys so much for joining me. This is crazy. We like to get really hype. What we're talking about is potentially a move up, okay? And there's a lot of, just as like there's a lot of support on the way down, there's a lot of resistance on the way up. So keep that in mind, guys. Wow, absolutely ecstatic to be here sharing this information with you guys. So I actually want to zoom out and I want to show you this because this is really just a picture that you guys are going to need to see. Don't want to go deleting these magical trend lines because boy, they are really changing the world. As well, to end what I just said, if it would fall, absolute lowest in my opinion would be around the 66, 65, and then I do think an absolute breakout would be imminent. So guys, keep this in mind. Because of this descending wedge we have here, if we did get a break down here below the key golden pocket, which again could happen, if we did get that, I think that would be prime for setting up a massive breakout. But you have to keep one thing in mind. If that situation were to come true, you have to keep one thing in mind, guys. The price would have to go down another $500-600 US. So keep that in mind. Don't look at the price and think, oh, it's down, it's game over. I sold my house, I sold my kids for nothing. Don't even think about it. Don't even sweat it. So that is something really key to look at on this chart here. So in my opinion, we either have a massive bullish break coming very soon, or we have a massive, well, not a massive, but a significant dump, another 5-10%, somewhere in that range, maybe $1,000 max before a massive pump. So keep that in mind. Both scenarios, in my opinion, very, very bullish, guys. I am super bullish about this in general, just because we have had so much. This has been a 6-month, going on 7-month downwards channel. Okay, so about 6.5 months at this point, and there's going to be a massive pump soon. Okay, guys, pretty much everyone expects that. We're going into having. You know what? I'm not even going to explain myself, just because if you know, you know. So basically, that's the key there. And what I want to just jump over to real quick is what I talked about at the beginning of the video. So Silk Road, Ross Ulbricht makes 100K Bitcoin price prediction, guys. So he is basing this theory on Elliott waves. Okay, for any of you familiar, they're a little, they're crazy. Some people absolutely live or die by them, and some people think they're absolute burning garbage. And me, I like to stay neutral, and I like to say a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what they say, guys? Always try something once. Try everything once, right? But some stuff maybe you shouldn't try. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. But Ulbricht was sentenced in 2015 when Bitcoin was just $235 after a 2-year bear market that saw it fall from $1,100 down to $200 roughly dollars, guys. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Does it? Oh, $200 to $20,000? I will take that bet. Guys, how long have we been in this bear market? 2 years. Now, am I saying that that's going to happen now? But no, I'm not. But this type of situation where we could expect a breakout was not possible, 6 months into the bear market. It wasn't possible a year into the bear market. But guys, we are now 2 years into a bear market. And every day that goes by, the chance of Bitcoin having a massive breakout and returning to the biggest bull market of all time increases slowly every single day. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay? Absolutely adrenaline filled. I am so excited. This is huge. Absolutely huge. So I'm not going to, go through this whole thing, but basically what he says here, if the 20,000 peak is the end of the third wave of wave 3, then the correction pattern we are in or just came out of is wave 4, and we can expect wave 5 to take us to new all-time highs. He suggested that the 20,000 top in 2017 was the third wave, and the upcoming 5th wave will drive the price to $100,000 US. He says here Bitcoin did not appear in a vacuum. It was a solution to a problem cryptographers have been struggling with for many years. In fact, centuries. How to create digital money with no central authority that couldn't be forged and could be trusted. This problem has been going on since the time of the pyramids and the dinosaurs. This is an absolute ancient problem, and some days the pharaohs will return to collect their Bitcoin. Guys, thanks so much for watching the video. This update has been absolutely astounding. Wow, we're changing the crypto space one video at a time. Thank you guys so much for liking the videos, for commenting, for everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. You're the reason that crypto is going to be $1 million. Love you. Talk to you later.